Knox Jolie-Pitt now stands 6 feet tall, drawing attention when he appeared alongside his mother, Angelina Jolie. The public was surprised because just a few months earlier, when he joined his mother on the red carpet, Knox was only about the same height as Angelina. Yet in recent everyday images, the 17-year-old has noticeably surpassed his mother in height. This rapid transformation once again placed Knox, the youngest son of the Jolie-Pitt family, at the center of media discussion. Knox Jolie-Pitt, once remembered as the small twin often cradled in Angelina Jolie's arms, has become a new focal point for the media thanks to his strikingly tall and athletic frame. What especially caught public attention was how, during casual shopping trips with his mother, Knox at 17 towered over Angelina Jolie, even though just months earlier, while walking the red carpet with her, he had been nearly the same height. This swift change not only surprised many, but also underscored that Knox is stepping into a significant stage of maturity. Adding to the conversation, Angelina made a short yet meaningful remark. Knox resembles Brad both physically and emotionally. This was more than just a compliment. It opened an intriguing discussion about the interplay of genetics, psychology, and the cultural fascination with celebrity children. One phenomenon is clear in global entertainment. The public does not only follow what stars do on screen, they are just as invested in their private lives, especially their children. From Suri Cruise, daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, to Brooklyn Beckham, son of David and Victoria Beckham, to Shiloh Jolie-Pitt, Knox's sister. Every stage of growing up is placed under a magnifying glass. This attention stems from several factors. First, there is natural curiosity. People want to see whether the children inherit the beauty, talent, or charisma of their famous parents. Second, in a media landscape that magnifies every detail, even an ordinary outing or a red carpet appearance can instantly become headline news. And finally, this scrutiny reflects a deeper desire for connection. Audiences look for genetic imprints as evidence of continuity between generations. In Knox's case, his sudden growth spurt and athletic build immediately captured interest. Standing beside Angelina Jolie on a casual shopping trip, the stark contrast in height became a trending topic on social media. Comments poured in, "Knox looks exactly like Brad," "No, he's the spitting image of Angelina," or "He's the perfect blend of both." These lighthearted debates nonetheless highlight the enduring power of celebrity culture in modern society. For Knox, the "who does he look like more" debate goes beyond internet chatter. It reflects a deeper fascination with heredity. Brad Pitt is known for his handsome features, bright smile, and fit physique, while Angelina Jolie is celebrated for her striking presence and captivating eyes. Many observers believe Knox has inherited both, his father's sharp jawline and his mother's soulful gaze. What makes the change especially striking is the timing. In just a few months, Knox's growth spurt has drawn comparisons to Brad Pitt in his youth. With his tall frame, broad shoulders, and confident posture, some say Knox is practically Brad's double from the 1990s. Yet others argue that Knox also carries Angelina's softer, more contemplative qualities. It is precisely this mixture that makes him fascinating. Rather than being a replica of either parent, Knox is emerging as his own person, with a blend of traits yet an identity uniquely his. Following her highly publicized divorce from Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie has repeatedly emphasized the importance of protecting her children's privacy. She has stated that all of her children prefer to live quietly, away from the spotlight, and that, quote, "none of them want to be public figures at this stage." That is why Knox's appearance alongside her on the red carpet was so notable. It was not just a fashion moment, but a signal of readiness. Despite being born into a world-famous family, Knox and his siblings are encouraged by their mother to live as normally as possible, attending school, playing sports, and engaging in social activities. This balance is difficult to achieve in Hollywood, where every move can be photographed and analyzed. Yet it is precisely this approach that has allowed Knox to grow naturally, without becoming overly dependent on the spotlight, and to explore his own interests and passions. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's marriage was once among the most talked about unions in Hollywood during their happier years. Yet that period of bliss has long since been overshadowed by a protracted legal battle and numerous controversies. Followers of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie know that their fairy tale marriage came to an end following an alleged altercation on a flight from France to the US in September 2016. The scandal was so serious that the FBI became involved in the investigation. Although Brad Pitt was later cleared of wrongdoing, Angelina refused to accept the conclusion and even filed a lawsuit against the agency. In early April, it appeared as though the matter might finally be nearing resolution, with reports that Brad was withdrawing from the custody dispute. However, Angelina remained determined not to relent. On April 4th, Jolie's legal team filed a petition with the Los Angeles County Superior Court, alleging that Brad Pitt had a history of physically abusing the actress, even before the infamous incident aboard their private jet 8 years earlier. As in previous instances, the Bullet Train star denied all accusations of physical abuse. His attorney, speaking on his behalf, criticized Jolie as hypocritical and accused her of shifting blame in order to conceal the truth. While the former by-the-sea couple's legal battle remains intense, many have reflected on their relationship, how Pitt and Jolie once set aside controversy to be together, only to end what was seen as a great love story with bitterness and hostility. Their relationship first sparked debate when they met on the set of the action romance Mr. and Mrs. Smith. At the time, Brad was married to Jennifer Aniston. 2 years later, the actor, born in 1963, divorced his first wife and began a relationship with his beautiful co-star. Although both denied that romance blossomed during filming, rumors of infidelity have shadowed all three ever since. In a 2006 interview with Vogue, Angelina insisted that she and Brad were simply very good friends after completing the film. She explained, "Because of the film, we were brought together to do all these crazy things. I think we found this strange friendship and partnership that just suddenly happened. And then life developed in a way where we could be together, where it felt like something we were meant to do." 2 years later, when asked by the New York Times whether their children had seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Angelina described it as, quote, "the movie where their parents fell in love." An insider recounted that during filming, Jolie once visited Pitt's trailer and said her son Maddox wanted to meet him. The actor was reportedly captivated by both the boy and his mother. Eventually, Brad and Jennifer separated in January 2005, finalizing their divorce that October. At the time, the former couple publicly denied infidelity rumors, issuing a joint statement. "Our separation is not the result of any speculation reported by the tabloid media." Not long after beginning his relationship with Jolie, Pitt formally adopted Maddox in 2006. Because of their work, the Jolie-Pitt family spent years traveling the globe, living between the US and France, and treating countless hotels as temporary homes. Jolie once rented an apartment at a Los Angeles hotel despite the couple owning property in Hollywood. Reports suggested she often stayed in the same room she had reserved for her mother when she was ill, retreating there to cry. Meanwhile, Brad struggled to manage their relationship and his own issues. He drank heavily and was frequently hungover from the night before. His friend, director Quentin Tarantino, once alluded to Pitt's smoking habit, something Angelina strongly disapproved of. Hotel staffer Anna Kowalski later revealed that by early 2010, Angelina and Brad often slept in separate rooms. "They were like strangers," she said. Angelina would drink wine alone in one bedroom, while Brad would sip beer in another. As the children grew older, Angelina poured herself into humanitarian work and began involving them. Zahara and Shiloh traveled with her to Ethiopia to scout locations for a medical center, while Maddox spent a birthday in Iraq. With time, the couple drifted further apart. In the final year of their marriage, Angelina's brother James moved in with the family, employed as the primary caregiver for their 6 children. According to Daily Mail, despite his controversial Oscars red carpet kiss with Angelina in 2000, James became a source of support for her. However, his presence also created tension that contributed to the collapse of her marriage. One insider said the relationship between Brad and his brother-in-law was so strained that Brad once insisted James fly economy, while the rest of the family sat in business class. Some tabloids even claimed the children sometimes called James Dad during the summer of 2016. But after Angelina's separation from Brad, James left as well, reportedly exhausted by the situation. The incident aboard the private jet in September 2016 marked the official end of a love story that had spanned more than a decade and once made them one of Hollywood's most admired couples. Since then, the former pair has been locked in an 8-year legal battle with no resolution in sight. Following their parents' separation, the Jolie-Pitt children have undergone court-mandated therapy sessions. They are shuttled between their warring parents' Los Angeles homes, chauffeured under tight security.